playground in Damascus. We've got chores to do. These guys are goofing around. It's day 43. We had to ford a stream. The bridge was missing. And that was the first time we had to do that on the Appalachian Trail. Take off our socks and shoes, cross. It was just up to our shins. And it wasn't raging scary fast. So we're grateful for this bridge, is what I'm saying. We had a great time in Damascus yesterday. I was hoping we could get in and out of town in 4 hours, but we were there from 11:30 in the morning until 8 at night, so that didn't work at all. But we got laundry done. We got to eat at a restaurant, and we did not get to shower. Now, instead of just a green tunnel, we're in a purple tunnel with all these beautiful roadies dropping their flowers on the trail. Good morning, it's day 44. We made it out of camp by 7:30, just enveloped in a white mist all night long. Kaya found us a spot protected from the wind a little bit, which was great. We're 6 miles from Mount Rogers, but today is much less of an elevation day than yesterday. We had a stop for dinner last night at a shelter. It would have been nice to stop there, but that would have only been 15 miles. So instead we went up and over White Top Mountain and made it 20 miles. First 20-mile day, woo-hoo, on the Appalachian Trail. We're in the Grayson Highlands. There's our first glimpse of a wild pony. It's pretty much sideways wind blowing rain. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, they're hiding. Well guys, it's day 45. It rained hard last night. So hard. We're all sopping wet. But look how full of trees. Can you see how its roots, it must have been growing over a log that has rotted away? Anyway, that's delightful. The girl tent is right there on the other side of the rhododendrons. And they said it's like a swamp inside. Sleeping bags are wet, tent floor is all wet. That's awesome. It's gonna be okay. I have my bag all packed, and then I heard Adam release the air from our sleeping mat and remembered, oh, I carry the sleeping mat. Dang, I'm gonna have to repack my bag in the rain. I'm just standing here waiting for the team to start hiking in the rain. Alright, I'm gonna interview the girl tent right now. Go ahead, Honey Badger.
There's nothing funny about our situation right now. We're in like an inch of water and everything is just hysteria. And nothing's dry.
Tristan's telling the girls, it doesn't matter, your shoes are wet anyway, just walk through the water. And they don't believe him. Oh, poor Maddie took a fall, and there was a lizard, taking a ride in her backpack, Kaya discovered.
The slimy lizards we call glizzards.
Yeah.
They call glizzards.
It was an exciting moment on the trail. All right, team, it's day 46, and here we be, just like this. So the other day I was asking Maddie, what has surprised you the most about the trail? As we sat down in the mud to eat our dinner, and Maddie says, well, everything surprises me every day. And then I said something to the effect of, and what if it just starts raining right now during our dinner? And there's nowhere to go. There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to sit here in the mud and the rain. And sure enough, it started to rain. And the mud started to splash up on us. And we contemplating setting up our tents right there, but then we moved on a little bit. But luckily, Maddie and Kaya were laughing and making jokes, and everything was okay. We survived another day. So here we are about 1/3 of the way through our time on the trail, but 1/4 of the way in distance. So we're all feeling the pressure of having to pick up the pace and stuff. It's day 47. We spent the night at the old Settlers Museum. Over there, there's a really cool pavilion and a big grassy field. And right there is an old schoolhouse from the 1890s. There's some hikers sleeping on the porch. There were fireflies last night and stars, and it's just amazing. We didn't quite get as far as we had hoped yesterday, only 15 miles instead of 20. But maybe we can start making up for it. We keep saying. It's always so strange to enter civilization from the woods. I feel so out of place. Oh, a gas station. Yeah, the lure of food is probably too great. This sign is telling us we are 1/4 of the way from Georgia to Maine. Day 40, whoa, is it 47 or 48? I'm gonna have to look into that. Well, anyway, we're 1/3 of our time, which I've already discussed, and it's gonna be okay. We're picking up the pace. Some beautiful Virginia pasture land. A hiker ahead of us left a comment that when she came through this meadow, she had 30 plus tick nymphs on her shoes and legs. So we will be tick checking as soon as we get in the shade. It's hot. I know it's like only 80 degrees, but 110% humidity, like Pop says. Here it is. What was once the bridge is no more. We're gonna make it. We could jump that bridge.
I don't want to keep holding the rope. Okay.
It's gonna save your life. Here we have cool limestone giant rocks, and we're walking through ferns and moss. Feels very Washington-like, except it's hot and humid. Day 49. The train had suddenly stopped. I didn't know why. And it's because, look away if you don't like snakes. It's harmless. Big, black, harmless snake, we think. Alright, here we are in Bland, Virginia. A very nice guy gave us a hitch into town. There's a memorial to their Civil War soldiers. So Tristan just walked out of the library. They were very kind to them in there, and kind to him is what I'm trying to say. Nice little library. Offered him water, let him put a pin on the map where he was from and sign a book. And then we walked from the air-conditioned room to out here and went, it's still hot. This is what it feels like in Virginia. Day 50. Walking across a really cool suspension bridge. Whew. It is pretty here. So pretty. There's probably a load limit on this bridge I didn't pay attention to. Stop that. Look at its long tail. How can that even be real? It looks like a dinosaur.
There's a tiny tail. Did you see?
I saw him wiggle his tail. Wow. Day 51. We're seeing lots of fiery azaleas today. I was hoping I could get a video with all of my favorite blooming flowers in them right now. These azaleas, the rhodies, and the mountain laurels. But I'm not getting those right now. We're getting to the top of this climb, and we're gonna look down on Harrisburg, Virginia, spelled like the fruit, pear-isburg, and then hopefully we can push hard enough to make it into town tonight. I don't know, it was forecasted to rain today, but lucky for us, we barely saw a skiff of it, so it must have went somewhere else. It's hot and humid, of course. It was forecasted to be rainy and 80 degrees, but the next few days our forecast is looking good, but it's actually going to cool off a little bit, and that'll be so wonderful. I'm going to take a picture of these. These are new to me. Oh, this is what I was talking about. So these are the beautiful mountain laurels, and these are the roadies that are kind of just on the end of their bloom, and they drop these beautiful petals and they're all over the trail, and I love it. Alright, I'm taking a video of the most beautiful campsite that we are not going to camp at. We're not camping here because we're out of water and the push to town is too great. But look at this. To camp practically on top of flower petals in this beautiful rhododendron grove, surrounded by this nice cool breeze. Nope, we're gonna press on. Day 54. We're just coming up on a viewpoint called Wind Rock. Quick little side trail. We can look down on southern Virginia. So pretty. Actually, we might even be looking towards West Virginia. We're very close to the border. Right. Here we are, crossing John's Bridge. We're hoping to make this 2.5 mile climb and then have lunch at the top. We're trying to cross a big swamp here. Big shoe-sucking mud swamp. We made it to afternoon siesta time, and this is a phenomenal memorial. So Audie Leon Murphy, our guidebook, our app, says he was the most decorated World War II veteran, and he just so happened to have crashed his plane near this area when he was, what, 47-ish? So there's all these things, lots and lots of dog tags left here, and hats and flags, and they even have, he was born in Texas, so they have the Texas flag and an American flag and a light that shines on the flagpole, and somehow they got that huge stone memorial up there, and that's our trail just back this way. We just took a side track, and we didn't even know there was going to be benches to sleep on. Good morning, it's day 56. Just woke up, everybody. I slept in this beautiful forest with fireflies, and now we've got singing birds. And here's Turtle, and last night Turtle was saved by his guardian angels when he set up his hammock on a dead tree. And when he sat in the hammock, the dead tree came crashing down and split in half inches from him. Yeah, he should have been injured, but he was not. Thank heaven. This ridge walk this morning across all these craggy rocks is a lot of fun. I couldn't film in the sections that required two hands climbing over, but we're less than a mile from a famous point called Dragon Tooth, and we've been looking forward to that. And mountain laurels are still blooming. Yay! All right, here we are at the Tinker Cliffs. It's day 57. If I can zoom in, way over there is McAfee Knob Rocks. Ruby spotted this area yesterday, and now here we are. Wow. 'Wow. That is a cool rock formation.
All right.
Here's a hot tip. If you are going to the grocery store in this town, on the back is a poncho buy one get one free receipt. That's what we're doing. So you can order a meal and maybe order 2 meals. But it looks delicious. Well, there's too much of a reflection, but there's little fishes at our water source. Little tiny fishes. Oh, it was like 5-mile water carry, and now we go 2 miles, and we get some more water, and then we have an 8-mile water carry. Not too bad.